DakshinaChitra is a fabulous location for anybody who wants to know about South Indian culture, South Indian ways of living, and the way we lived at one point of time. And as part of that, I am delighted that they are having Utsavam, which is a celebration of South Indian music, to understand what makes South Indian classical music, what is it that makes youngsters take to performing this art, what is it that makes audiences come to this particular art form, and why it has survived for more than 300, 400 years. It's a wonderful concept, and it also helps demythifying what Carnatic music is all about. You see, today there's a lot of fear in the minds of several people. If I go to a concert, will I be able to understand what it is? Will I know what is a raga? Will I know what is a tala? How do I know when a song is ending? My contention is you don't really need to know any of this. You just need to appreciate it as an art form. If you feel happy when you go to attend a concert, that is fair enough. And I think that is what Utsavam is really setting out to do. It is trying to drive away the demons that people have in their minds about Carnatic music, make them realize that it is a thing of beauty which they need to understand and appreciate. 300 years ago, in the field of Western classical music, you had Bach, Mozart and Beethoven. Bach was a church composer, essentially ordained for composing songs with religious motives. Mozart composed the largest corpus perhaps in Western classical music with a wide range of emotions in them. And Beethoven composed a very small number and largely heavy and melancholic pieces. It's very interesting that a parallel can be drawn in the world of Carnatic classical music. At the same period, you had Rama Shastri, born in 1762, small number of pieces, all of them dedicated to the goddess Kamakshi, except a few of them dedicated to other temples, and melancholic and a little heavy in nature. And then you have Muthuswami Dikshita, who travelled from temple to temple, documenting what he saw of those temples in songs, so he can be compared with Bach. And then you had Tyagaraja, who actually comes in between the two. Muthuswami Dikshita was born in 1775, while Tyagaraja was born in 1767, making this year the 250th year of his birth. Tyagaraja was very much like Mozart. He was a great devotee of Rama, so most of his songs are dedicated to Rama. But the largest number of pieces in Carnatic music are Tyagaraja's. He's composed around 700 songs. Many of them, as I said, dedicated to Rama, but what makes it very interesting is, in those songs, he brings in a world of emotion. So you've got humor, you've got jealousy, you've got anger, you've got lust, you've got a tendency to complain to God about the difficult circumstances in which you are living. Everything is in Tyagaraja. He even gossips about what is happening in the neighbors' houses. For instance, in a particular song, he says, what is the point if the head of the house is conducting sacrifices when his wife is going out to seek satisfaction with younger paramours? And then there are songs where he talks about the typical temple-going behavior of people. They go into a temple, they look at the gopurams, they worship the deities, they go 16 or 20 times around the shrine, and then they slander their neighbors and ogle at the women who have come to the temple. Even this is mentioned by Tyagaraja. So Tyagaraja is really an observer of human life. And in that art of observation, he brought them all into music, set them to several ragas. In fact, he used 66 new ragas which had never been used before, and left behind wealth of songs for us to rejoice in. Today, they form the bulk of Carnatic music, and any concert goer will be able to recognize Tyagaraja song or two. This section of mine will explain the life of Tyagaraja and look at what makes him great.